Alright, we live? Looks like it. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? So, hello everyone and welcome back to Gran Turismo 3. So, last time we last oh, I just got to update PCSX2. Anyways, last time we got all golds up to the first half of the super license. So now it's time to get trying to hopefully finish off the rest of the licenses today. Let's see. Yeah, it's running 1440 on YouTube. Just and let's no wait, not start disk. I want start file. Here's the file. And pick up the All right. Let's do this thing. What is my volume at? Sure, I'll put it at 20. Oh wait, this is the wrong. Wait, this is the wrong save file. If you're that's the wrong save file. I don't have a 4 million credits. If you're wondering, if you're wondering about that save file, that's a personal save I was messing with on my own time before I started this. Wait a minute. Alright, something's off here. Oh, wait, Oh, wait a minute. I'm using the wrong PC. I have... I have two instant... Oh, wait, I know what's going on here. I was using the wrong PCSX2 for... I have two instances of PCSX2 on my computer, and I picked the wrong one. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that looks in order. Okay, now let's do this thing. Alright, this is the correct file. Alright, so... Alright. So, I was partway through the super license, so let's just continue, because last time I beat the GTR mid-yield. Now let's continue on with A86 at Route 5 wet. Cue the meme music. Wait a minute. Hold on. There we go. Hello, Clopen12. How do you do? I'm just a little disoriented because I loaded the wrong instance of the game, and I was on the wrong side of the screen. But anyways, how are you doing? I'm doing alright. I'm like halfway through the super license on Gran Turismo 3 now, and gonna try and finish it off today, and after that I still have the rally license. Now, of course, I don't expect to gold this test right away, but at least I'll have a baseline. And yes, this is a wet version of... Forgot to mention, this is a wet version of Special Stage Route 5. This is a thing they add into the game. And there are a couple places where you get to race on this. Okay. That's a pretty bad time, but you gotta start somewhere. Oh yeah, that's an improvement. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna try again now, because that wasn't gonna go anywhere. Well, this is definitely going to be an improvement if we can keep this up. And no, it's not going to be an improvement. I mean, I have the strategy down, it seems. Just a matter of putting it down in practice. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Nope. I had a good run going there. Then I hit that wall. Well, it's an improvement. I'm still a whole second off. Which is ages when you're driving a car this slow on conditions this suboptimal. Oh wow, that's a lot closer than I expected. Okay, I just absolutely smashed that time. Yeah, baby. 158 too. Not bad at all. Oh no. It's this one. S6 Viper or Team Orca Viper Laguna Seca. Now this one has a notorious reputation dating back to Gran Turismo 2, but now I didn't find the test that bad in that game because you could just keep the car in third gear the whole test and it would pull, but I think it's a bit more difficult on this game, but I haven't done it in a while. Didn't mean to go that wide. Didn't mean to drift out like that, but whatever, this is just the shakedown run. Yeah, you can still take that corner. Just coast through that one corner. Okay, okay, I'm gonna grab fifth gear. Okay, corkscrew is passed. I think that's called the rainy curve. I forget the names of all the corners on this. I know that hairpin is called the Andretti hairpin, but okay, that's the shakedown run. Aw. So, trying to see how close I could cut it. Okay. I think in the second game this car didn't understeer as much. Alright, that's nice. Pretty solid time. But I still got half a second to improve on. Oh. Ah. Oh wow, I took that hairpin beautifully. Let's throw that one. No! Ah. I had a good lap going there. I'll never be able to replicate that hairpin. Okay, I kinda did there. Ooh, I could've... Oh wow, I got it! Haha! Yeah, baby! Haha! I didn't think that would be... That was a good... I was on pace, but I kinda lost pace near the end. Like, I thought I was only gonna get... I thought I was gonna be close, but I didn't think that was still good enough. Whew! Well, that's the hard part out of the way. I'm not dreading the final two as much, because... S7, yep, it's back. This notorious test from the first game, which when I played through, I golded on my first try, so I'm not actually... Although the car is probably a bit trickier to control here, I'm not dreading this one as much. Because, yeah, Gran Turismo 3 brought back Special Stage Route 11. And this time around, the chicane of death is gone, but it's still just as treacherous as it used to be. Let's roll. Whatever happens here, I know I'm not dreading the final test as much, though. Gold time on the first game for this, like a 2:07. I mean, this track is difficult, but Laguna Seca is a lot harder to drive fast, I'd say. Alright. Pretty solid time. Yeah, I wasn't gonna try and let that stick. Make it stick, whatever. I mean, that's the closest thing we still have to the death chicane, I guess. This is a special stage. Where are the Chaos Emeralds? Oh, come on. Alright, that was a good turn one. Tapped the wall there, but that's fine. Didn't lose too much there. Wonder if this will be good enough. Yep, it's good enough. Alright, that wasn't so bad. And now for the final super license test. Here we go. Now, driving the Toyota GT1 around this place. Côte d'Azur, better known as Circuit de Monaco, I believe it's officially called. It's the Monaco F1 circuit, but unlicensed. Also, now, a number of tests actually have harder gold times on the European version. For whatever reason, I think the gold time on the European version of this is 127.8, but I'm playing the American version where the gold time is 131, which is actually really ridiculously easy, so I am not dreading this test that much, even though this car's a beast. But yeah, what am I supposed to say about this track? I mean, it's a tight and narrow street circuit. I mean, the only reason Formula 1 still goes here is because of tradition. Take these in third gear, and then you can basically avoid any chance of wheel spin. And then shift down to second for speed. Okay, could've taken that a little better, but... Oh, come on! I mean... Okay, not the best entry into that turn, but I'll keep rolling with it. 131 is actually a pretty generous time limit for gold. Okay, didn't fail at that time, that's good. See that was... I mean, 127.8, that would be like... actually kind of challenging, but see that 131, that's like way too easy, freaking easy. That wasn't even that good of a run. Anyways, that's all golds on the super license finally. Yeah, just throw that on the checkerboard. I get on a tablecloth of that. And for getting all golds on the super license, you win this thing. The Dodge Viper GTSR concept. I really like this thing. I'll probably use it at some point, but definitely not yet. Alright. Anyway, time for something exclusive to the third game, the rally license. Instead of having the rally test in the main license, they have a whole separate license for it. Now, some of these are quite difficult. We'll wait till I get to this one. But anyways, I don't know if I'll get all of these done today, but we'll see. Yeah, I know this one you can basically just throw the car into the corner like that and do full throttle. There's silver. Slightly better. If you take that gravel on the left properly, you can throw the car in without even having to coast, but it's pretty much just maintain as much momentum as you can. Ah, I was close. But you basically gotta do that. There we go. Well, braking. You don't need brakes for that test. Anyway, going through this. Remember Smoky Mountain from GT2? Well, it's also back. I think this one you can also take pretty much flat out, so it's just a matter of finding the correct line. Okay. Crap. The emulator crashed. Oh, did I save the game when when I finished the super license? Oh, cuz I don't remember. I don't do that consciously. I just do it. How did the emulator crash? At least I didn't get far, but... I'm not sure how that happened. Okay, thank God. I'm not sure how it crashed there, but... No, I don't want to go race yet. That means doing it all over again. At least this one shouldn't be too difficult for me to gold. Again. Not sure why the emulator crashed there. I mean... I've been messing with... Well, that was easy. I mean, on my own time, I've been messing around with running GT5 on RPCS3, and that thing's not stable, but I don't think I've ever seen PCSX2 crash like this. Alright. It's an even better time than I got before. Okay, it's no real difference. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna save now in case the emulator crashes again. Alright, on to R3 with Swiss Alps. Okay, that was the first attempt. Well, that was easy. Alright. Back to Tahiti Maze, it looks like. Or Tahiti Route 3, looks like. I mean, Tahiti Maze is in this too, but... could have carried a bit more momentum into that. Okay. Still got half a second I need to improve, but that wasn't a good run anyway. I didn't mean up shit there. Oh! Hey, Barugi, how do you do? Welcome, Raiders. If you don't know me, I'm Indigo Mizumi, and I play video games. Anyways, how are you fine folks doing? What were you up to? Anyways, what were you playing? Yeah, no, what? Yep, I play video games. That's what I do on here as a hobby for some reason. And currently I'm playing Gran Turismo 3, and I'm trying to get all golds on all the licenses, which is quite a bit of work. This is the final set of licenses, and I'm on test 4 of 8 of the final license, so... Oh, Sonic Frontiers. I want to play... Please don't spoil it. I want to play that for myself at some point, but not yet. Yeah. Well, yeah, because you're from Belgium, right? So it's like evening for you. I'm from Maple Leaf Land, where it's only 1 p.m. Yeah, I definitely want to play Frontiers at some point, but not yet. Because, yeah, 10 p.m. Yeah, I definitely want to play it at some point. But I didn't, because I have a lot of things I want to play, I didn't specifically plan to play it on release. Oh, hey, Snool Brunch! Another raid! How do you do? Alright, good night, Barugi. Anyways, hello, Snool Brunch crew, what were you folks up to? Hello, what were you up to? Also, I got gold on that. Alright, I'm just gonna... Pokemon? Yeah, I've heard of technical issues with the latest one. Although I've never actually played a proper Pokemon title, so... I don't have much specific interest in them. I'm just saving now in case the emulator crashes again, because that happened earlier. At least I was able to re-gold the first test, but... I don't know about these next few. Anyways, on to R5. Going through this part of Swiss Alps in an Evo 6. Anyways, how are you doing today? I'm near the end of the Gran Turismo 3 license tests, and I'm going for all golds on all of them. And that takes quite a bit of work. Oh yeah, because Seb retired. Yeah. I just don't actively follow any motorsports, but I did hear that Seb retired and this was his final race. Oh wow, it's pretty close. Thank you for the follow, 66 Mazda. How do you do? Alright, there we go. For the last few, I'm just going to save in between individual tests. Alright, so those first 5 weren't so bad, but R6, I hate that test so much. Here we go. So we're going through these switchbacks at Tahiti Maze in this delta, and that gold time, 29.4, that is an incredibly unforgiving gold time. Also, now, a number of tests on these have harder gold times on the European version, but this is the one test where the gold time is actually easier on the European version. On the European version, I think it's a 29.7, and also, is the demo broken? And you're about to see. Like, the first few of these aren't so bad in principle, but the final one, ugh. Okay, this is just the shakedown run. I'm gonna keep going with that. Okay. I got a lot of work cut out for me here. All right. So yeah, I'm not far off the PAL gold time, but still quite off the actual time I need for this to get gold. Alright, and this final corner is the hardest. Because of like how it curves weirdly. Maybe I'll try using the handbrake for this. This is gonna take a while, just like that one international A test at Rome. Well, it's marginally better. Still wouldn't say it was that good of a run. No, I will probably look up a guide for this one at some point, because this is like the hardest license test in the game to gold, I'd say. Like... Well, there's the Palgal time. Why is this the one test where it's easier on the PAL version? Oh, come on! Aw, I thought I had it that time. I was so close. At least now, if I can keep up with my ghost, it shouldn't be too much of a stretch. Oops, slightly better. Hello, thanks for the follow, Reska Kyosa. How do you do? I'm just kind of in a state of extreme concentration trying to get gold on this one test. Yeah, yeah, this test is really hard. It's easier on the European version, where for some reason it's 3/10 easier to get gold. Like, on there it's 29.7, but I'm playing it on the American version, where it's 29.4, and look how close I've gotten. And I'm gonna look up how to do this, since this one's really hard. Alright, let's see who's... Yeah, this one is really intensely difficult. I mean, after this I have just 2 more licenses, and then I'm gotten all golds on all of them. But this is like one of the hardest ones. Alright, so just looking at a video of someone going for gold on this. The last corner of it is especially difficult because of how it decreases in radius. Anyway, let's get on the ball. I'm taking that way too inside. Ah, it's no better. I'll get it eventually. Trust me. .420. Which is still not good enough. Ugh. I can almost get it, but I can never quite actually get it. Maybe I should use first gear more. Ooh, and that could have been a good run. This is gonna take a while. Even if I get this today, I'm probably not gonna do anything besides finish the rally license. This is just incredibly difficult. I mean, 420 is funny, but that's still not good enough. Yes! Finally! Ugh. I hate that test so much. Alright. And with that nonsense done, let's move on to R6. Or R7. Move on from R6, I mean. That took way too freaking long, unsurprisingly. Anyways. This one should... The last two should be as punishing. I think this Impreza turns a bit better than Delta. There we go. Alright. That took a lot less time than 6. And that leaves just one more rally license test to do, and then we've officially gotten all golds on all the GT3 licenses. Alright. Full lap at Tahiti Maze in the Lancer Evo 7. I don't know how long this will take, but this shouldn't be as punishing as R6. I knew that would be the hardest one. Oh wow, that was really close. Shouldn't take much effort to gold then. Alright, smash that! That is officially all golds on all the Gran Turismo 3 licenses. It was a lot of work, but I did it. I mean, this isn't the first time I've done it, but still, it takes a lot of work to do. Anyways, there's the Gamma, but not really. And free car. Free rally car. Specifically the Impreza prototype. Alright. We are done. 48 golds. I accidentally skipped a game day at some point because I exited out of the test, but I don't care. I got all golds, and that's what freaking matters. Now, at this point, I can... Given that I have a bunch of free cars of varying levels, I can basically do whatever I want now. Like, if I wanted to, I could just do the endurance races right away, and on that one casual save I accidentally opened, that's what I did first, just for the fun of it. Like, if I wanted to, I could enter this right away since I have a Miata, but I'm not going to do that. In fact, I'm going to save the racing for the next set. Save the actual racing for the next session. And no, I'm not calling it quits quite yet, because there is something else I want to do today. Eh? Because if you go over to arcade mode, there's a little something extra you can do. And I figure, why not? If you go to arcade mode, there's a distinction between time trial and free run. Free run, you can just pick any of the whatever the tracks. You have to unlock them as you go. I'll do arcade mode later. But there's also a whole set of extra time trials you can do here. 10 of them, actually. And this is basically like a second super license, except it's much easier since you actually do have... I think these do count towards game completion, and you do have to get first place on all of these for it to count, so... Also I'm not sure why the emulator speed is taking a dump here, but... Like, why is it only running at 37 FPS? Anyways, let's get a start on... I'm gonna do these today, for the fun of it. Okay. It's back to 60 FPS. I'm not sure why it was taking a dump in the menus. Anyways, I believe these times were set by actual Polyphony Digital employees. So let's just get into it. So we're driving a Motorsport Elise around midfield. Oops. And yeah, there are failure conditions for these. Now, for whatever reason, this game counts the Motorsport, and I think all mainline installments up to, except for 6, count the Motorsport Elise as a production vehicle, even though this is a non-street legal track car intended for like a one-make series. I think the Elise 190 is also not street legal, but that's counted as a production vehicle, like, too. I mean, Gran Turismo 2 also had a version of this car, but I don't think it was the exact same model. I think this one might be a later incarnation. I'm not really sure. And yeah, you have driving aids on for these. It's not like the actual license tests where you have them off, except for that one test where you gotta do the slaloms both with and without aids. Okay, I think that's slightly off. Yeah, that's a second place. Shouldn't be that hard to get gold, though. Yeah, that was a much better turn one. Now I can do these time trials whenever I want. In fact, I could have did them before I did anything in simulation mode, but I wanted to save them for after. It's basically like the Super Duper license, because if you beat all of these, you do get a free car. I mean, it's a free car that I won't use right away, but it'll definitely be worthwhile. Because I do plan, even though I can basically do whatever I want now, I am going to take the games. It's more fun to take the game slowly, so I am going to start with the beginner league and try not to use maybe more than the Miata or RX-8 for license prizes. Anyways, there's first place on that. Yeah, these are quite a bit easier than the Super license, since you do actually have to get first place on these. Anyways, on to time trial 2. Miata Trial Mountain again, except this time it's a new, except it's the NB rather than the NA. Now, I'm not sure why the frame rate takes a dump in the menus, but it's no big deal. Still running at a smooth 60 in race, which is what really matters. But yeah, Miata Trial Mountain again. Oh, I took that corner pretty good. Also, hello, Gran Turismo airship. I forget the actual first place time for this. I think it might have been a 147. Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, I beat that by over a second! Take that, Kobayashi! Alright, on to number 3. Taking S2000 around Tokyo. Oh. Oops. Don't need to be doing that. Also, that actual Sony Computer Entertainment building there. Alright. I haven't been paying conscious attention as to what the goal times are for these, but I got it. Oh wow, 2.5 seconds, basically. Yeah, these are quite forgiving. Anyway, time trial number 4, R34 GTR at Deep Forest. Now I'm actually going to pay attention to what the first place time is here. 1:25:350 by Team Miraze. Hello, Mentrix. How do you do? Spinala? Not really. Scar. Thank you for the follow. I'm going through all the arcade mode time trials now since I finished all the licenses. And then on the next session, I'm probably going to start doing actual races. There we go. That should be a first place. Alright, time for time trial 5. We're going around Laguna Seca and the Viper again, except this time it's the GTSR concept. And I own one of these myself now, so I'll definitely get to 1:22:7. At least this thing will be a bit easier to control than the Team Orica. Nope. Okay. There we go. Alright, we're already halfway there. Alright, Apricot Hill and a Super GT. This is not the exact same Super GT model that's in GT7. I think that one's a 1997 model. I think this one's a 1999 model, possibly 2000. Oh. Oops. Oh no! Anyway, assuming... I forget, but I'm assuming there are cones around lining the chicane like on S1. Yep, there are. Took that fairly smoothly. I don't remember what the goal time was, but that's okay. Boom. Oh wow, over a second. Alright, on to number 7, Grand Valley, and an NSX. $148,795 looks like the time to beat. Shouldn't be too difficult. Alright, that's like by almost a second and a half. Yeah, pretty close. Anyways, on to number 8. Swiss Alps in an Impreza. Time to do some more rallying. 123.1. Alright, beat it just barely. I remember this one being a bit less forgiving, but still. Alright. On to the penultimate time trial. Tahiti Maze in... getting deja vu. Well, at least... I mean, it'll be a little easier this time, not that I had much trouble with this one. At least it's not... At least I'm not driving the Delta. You know what? I'm just gonna retry that. Boom! Alright. One more time trial to go, and beat that by over a second. And the final time trial in this is actually kind of difficult. Because for the 10th and final time trial, we're going to complex freaking string. You gotta do a whole lap around here. And yes, it's like 5 minutes. In a car that resembles but is legally distinct from a Porsche. I mean, there is the actual Porsche, an actual Porsche hidden in the game, but you have to hack the game to access it. I think because Kaz actually owned one. But see who said that time? Kei Yamauchi. Yep, that's series creator Kazunori Yamauchi himself. Hideo Turismo, whatever you want to call him. But yeah, gotta be a 452.7, and this one actually might take a few tries to beat, well, look at this track. I mean, this is a test track, not a track you actually race on. There's a reason a bunch of license tests use these. Alright. Now for the S's. Now, I could take these flat out before when I did the license test, but if I can't do it here, it's no big deal. I have other ways of making up time. Alright, then we got this left-hander, and then we got these 90-degree corners that I call the square pins. Traction control being on for this is not ideal, but... Oh. How did I not lose that? Alright. And then we got what seems to be basically a replica of the Spoon Corner at Suzuka, a track that isn't actually in this game, but it is in the 4th game, which I will get to eventually. Oh, good to see other racing VTubers? Yeah. I mean, I do plan to play I did play the first 2 Gran Turismo games before this, and I do plan to stream GT4 at some point, and also Test Drive Unlimited, because there's a big mod pack for it. Anyways, onto the sweepers, which we did before as the graduation test for IA8, but we did them in reverse that time, so now we got to deal with radii that get wider and wider. And even if I don't get it on my first try, it shouldn't be too hard to make up time, and given that this is a really long test. Alright. Now, time for this section I did in the Skyline that one time. I might as well just keep it in 4th gear. Whoa! That was unnerving. Oh. Okay. This is the final danger zone. Alright. Now for the final right-hander, which is easy going. Now for the sprint to the finish. Not sure if this is on pace for a gold, but we'll see. It might be, actually. It'll be close. Oh yeah, I think I got this. Absolutely smashed it. First try, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Take that, Kaz. I mean, that took, like, only just over half an hour to do, I think? All the time trials. And, for beating all those, you get a free car. This thing. The Panos Esperante GTR1. I mean, what a prize, given how little effort that actually took. Yeah, oh. Yeah, does it post it? Yeah, like, Kaz was a 4:52.7. I beat him by, like, 1.5 seconds on that one try. Yes. Anyways. That's all all golds on all the licenses. And all golds on all the time trials. And you know what? I said I was going to call it quits after the time. 11%. Anyways, I said I was going to call it quits for this session after doing the time trials, but you know what? I'm going to go for a little while longer and actually get a start on some actual racing. Because I figure why not? I'm not sure why the frame rate takes a dump in the menu, but that's okay. Yeah, it's like running at like not even barely 40 FPS in the menus, but alright, you know what? I figure let's do some actual racing. Now that at this point, I can basically do whatever I'm using PCSX2. I'm using yeah. For some reason, the frame rate sometimes takes a dump in the menus, but it should be fine in the actual races. Anyways, now that I have all these really nice cars, I can basically do whatever I want. In fact, if I really wanted to, I could get a start on the endurance races or the rally events now and end up with a ton of money and just kill the progression, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start because it's more fun to play the game a bit slowly. Yeah, that might explain it. I'm not really sure. But anyways, I'm going to get a start on the beginner events now. And just so I don't break the progression too much, for the actual prize cars I have now, I'm probably not going to use anything other than the Miata LS or the RX-8, but anyways, higher poly model for displaying, that might explain it. And because, I mean, Gran Turismo 3 and 4 seem like the most intensive games PS2 games to actually emulate. But anyways, let's get a start on the Sunday Cup in the Miata I got for getting all golds on the B license. Yeah, the Gran Turismo games seem to, like, ever since the PS2 era, seem to have really pushed the hardware to its absolute limit, and it shows when you try to emulate them, because even on this really powerful PC with like a 3080, it was actually like the frame rate was actually taking a dump in the menus there. Should run fine in the race though. Anyways, now I can finally do some actual racing in this now that I've gotten all golds and all the licenses. Were you there earlier when I did the rally license? Because that took me like a really long time to get gold on R6, because screw that freaking test. For whatever reason, that's the one license test where it's easier on the PAL version by 3 whole tenths. Ugh. The second half of the super license wasn't that bad though, because on the previous session I went through the first half of the super license. Right, now that I have all the licenses, it's good to be doing some actual racing. You're at the crab boil? Yeah. I mean, when I was doing the rally license, the emulator actually crashed partway through, and I lost my progress, although I was only on the second test anyway, so it's not like I lost much, but still. And which meant I had to get gold on the first test, R1, all over again, but on that, I did do it on my first try afterwards, so it's no big deal. Still. That kind of scared me after a crash, because I was like, oh crap, what if I lose all my progress? Then I'd have to do the licenses all over again. Anyways, I'm kind of blowing everyone away, because, yeah. I mean, if I really wanted to break the game, I could do the Roadster Endurance in this thing right away, but... you might try All Gold GT3. I've done it before. I've done an all golds run of GT3 before. I've been doing a casual playthrough on my own time, and earlier when actually starting up the game, I accidentally loaded up the save for that because I was in the wrong folder. Yeah, yeah, I can already break the game because I have the Panos Esperante, I have the Subaru Impreza, and the Viper GTSR while not technically a racing vehicle, is pretty competent up against racing vehicles in this. But I figured it was more fun to play the game slowly and just start with the beginner leagues. I mean, the fact that I have all golds on the B license already gives me a head start because free car and B license is and beginner events on GT3 are kind of poverty zone. And there are quite a few events where this Miata is quite useful, so... Bye-bye, Civic. This is the NTSC version. If I was playing the PAL version, the speedometer would be in kilometers per hour, and unless I used hacks, which there do exist. And if I was playing the PAL version, I would have had a much easier time on R6, but a much harder time on S8 for the license tests, because for whatever reason, some of the license tests are harder on the PAL version. Like the final super license test, the goal time on PAL is 1:27.8, and because you drive a Toyota GT1 around Monaco, and on the NTSC version, which is the one I'm playing, the goal time is 1:31, which is like piss easy. But R6, which I consider to be the hardest test, for whatever reason, it's 29.7 on PAL, 29.4 on NTSC, and it's like brutal. But I did get it, which is the important part. Which means I got all golds on all the licenses here, and which is what I did that when I played the first two Gran Turismos as well, so. All right. Even back in the day when I played this on a real console, I was good enough to get all golds on the B and A licenses, and that really gives you a head start because the RX-8 has quite a lot of power. But it wasn't until I could emulate that I went for all golds on every license. Anyway, Straw Mountain. Final race of the Sunday Cup. Oh, out of my way, Minnie. And I am just blowing everyone away, because, yeah. Alright. That's the Sunday Cup. Yeah, the payouts are crap in many of the beginner events. Anyways, for that, I win the meme car, but it's the wrong color. And it's not the actual initial D-Terreno. That's a prize car in a different event. I probably won't ever use this car. I might sell it for money later, but for now I'm just gonna keep it. So, anyways, let's do the Clubman Cup. 3 more races, so let's go. Starting at Rome. the fastest car here didn't show up. I mean, the lineup here isn't much better than the Sunday Cup, but there is one specific car that's quite a bit faster. All right. That was not too difficult. Time for Route 5. Still not there. I think something's glitching out. Yeah, it's fine. Oh wow, is the frame rate? Oh yeah, this is one of those tracks that the frame rate takes a dive. Sometimes. I'm not sure why it's specifically the night tracks. It'll get better if you win. What, the frame rate? Is it because there aren't cars in the way? Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. And also, I think the lighting textures are glitching out, but it's fine. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, there seems to be a noticeable difference when. Yeah, want to play this right now? Do it. Maybe you should. You should stream. You should stream this too. I mean, you said you wanted to go for all golds on an emulator. If you have the means to stream that, do it. I'd watch it. If you want, I'll even send you the link to the HD texture pack I'm using. Oh, you have a run from February? Which game-breaking car? Oh, the HD texture pack? I'll send it to you in your Discord. Actually, you know what? I'll just put the link... I'm just gonna put the link to it in the chat right now. So, hold on. HD... Yep, it's called the Gran Turismo 3 Retexture mod. Oh, the F1 car? What, did you do the Roadster Endurance? All right, there's the link to the place where you can get it. Yeah, the Roadster Endurance. I mean, yeah, I think I've done that before myself. Just do the Roadster Endurance right away. Thank you. Yes, you're welcome. And yeah, that's the mod I'm using. And that's the mod I'm using to get the HD textures, because with the scaled up textures, the game looks really good. It also helps that in the emulator itself, it's scaled up to 4K, although if you're watching this on Racing Slicks, I think I've done the Roadster Endurance on normal tires. When I do the Roadster Endurance later, I'm gonna use like one of the NA Miatas, and I'm just gonna go all in on normal tires and see how it goes. I'm sure what can't be that difficult. RS. When I did it, I think I may have used the NA Miata, but then I think I just used this Miata LS that you get from the B license once I got good enough to get... Oh yeah, tire degradation is horrible on normal tires. I mean, doesn't the fastest car in that race like pit every 2 laps because it's like running soft tires probably? But yeah, normal tires are useless when tire wear comes into the equation. Oh yeah. I always wondered if the fastest AI car in that race was running soft slicks or something. Anyways, Deep Forest. Nope, it's not there. I was hoping the Toyota MRS would show up, because that's the fastest car here. You can one-stop that race on soft slicks? I remember doing it on hard slicks. I forget how many stops I did, though. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, how long is that race? Like 40 laps? I mean, I imagine if you're good, you could stretch those tires to like 20. Yeah, I forget. I remember it taking like 70 to 75 minutes to complete. Alright, that's the Clubman Cup. And I get another Miata. In a special color. Sparkle green metallic. Alright. Now, I have enough money that I could buy a car for this, but I'm gonna want to try and do as many races as I can with the Miata and maybe the RX-8 before I actually buy anything, because money is tight in these races. Anyways, I'm gonna see if the Miata can actually do the FR challenge. If it can't, well, I'll just use the RX-8, but it's worth a shot. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And we're going to Grand Valley. The Grand Valley East, or Grand Valley Best, as it was misspelled on the earlier versions of GT2, is not in this. Alright, we got a 328 in there. I think the 180 can show, the 180 SX can show up here. So too worried about any of the cars here. I think the 3 Series might be the fastest one here, but I'm not sure. Or it could be the Sylvia, but okay. Looks like I'm fine against these guys. Now, I remember the 180 being able to show up here, but... So that's the big question mark, but... Looks like I'll be fine against everyone else. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. This would be better if we had Grand Valley Bass than this, but no. Gotta do the full course. Also, if Grand Valley comes back to GT7, I want them to bring back that, like, screen right there on the first hairpin, and it'd be cool if they turned it into, like, a display for, like, showing where everyone is on track or something. That would be cool. Alright. That worked out well. Ooh, 1,500 credits, not just 1,000. Alright, Route 5. Looks like pretty much the same cast of characters here. Yeah, I see what Kuro was saying. I took a look at the PCSX2 window, and when I looked back and all the other cars were visible, it dropped from like 60 to like 40 FPS. Alright, one more race in the FR Challenge. Apricot Hill Reverse. This one starts going uphill, so... Not sure about this one, but I'm not too worried. Oh, there isn't even a Sylvia there. Okay. Bit down on pace, but I can beat them in the corners. Oh, I can beat them in the corners. Alright, now I've got a sizable gap opened up. We've turned on storage since. Great. Oh crap, I'm almost out of disk space, so that's a problem. Hold on. I can fix that. Just I have a solution. I have a solution for that. Hopefully this doesn't screw up the stream file. Alright, Alright. I'll move over some of the segments of the Let's Play I was recording. Hopefully that'll stay. Alright. And I'll keep an eye on that. Worst case scenario, I might call it quits in a few minutes. I mean, I've been going for like 3 hours now. I mean, now that I've got all golds and all the licenses, I'm in a good mood and would like to go longer, but of course, kind of hard to go longer when I'm running out of storage space. Because these files are huge. Anyways, that's the FR challenge. And forget beating the FR challenge, I get this thing. An S13. Alright, so now the fact that I'm running out of disk space is kind of annoying, unless there's... Alright, is there anything I can quickly delete to free up some space? Because... Alright, I could probably delete the... Okay, let's see, the other PCSX2 instance I had, I can get rid of that. As I had 2 of them because I was messing around. And it says it's going to take about 27 minutes for everything to copy, and I don't know if it can keep up with the ever-increasing size of this file, which... of wherever this file is getting recorded to. Because, whatever. You know what? I'm gonna call it because I don't trust. Because I'm running low on disk space. I'm thinking I'm gonna call it quits for this session. Save again just to be sure. And I mean, I wanted to go a bit longer, but I've been going for quite a while now, and I mean, I'm running out of disk space, so that's more important. Anyways, I'm gonna go go see who's live on Twitch so I can raid. Let's close down PCSX2 and see who's live on Twitch. I'll be right back. Well, it's alright. That's gonna do it for this session. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you later. Bye for now. I want to go